Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shits and how to navigate them. So I rolled some dice and we got Mercury, the sixth house, and transformation. I'm at Scorpio, but I feel like there is a heavy transformation going on. The sixth house is like self improvement, work. What was the other thing? Self improvement, work. I think it's at home life. So I really feel like there is a transformation in our communication styles, not only um, with work or people at work, um, but with ourselves, right? Health, work, service, and self improvement. So yeah, I really feel like we're going through a transformation in our communication style with ourselves. You know what I mean? And um, like really learning to be nice to ourselves. It's not funny. Romanticize ourselves, right, in our life, right, and stop like being so flighty with our sorry, with our self improvement journey, right? If we want to stick to a routine, like if we start a routine, we want to stick to it. We don't want to be flighty with it, right? And we really want to romanticize the idea of self improvement so that we're not like running from it in ourselves, right? Like you want to feel secure. Yeah. Like not being too gluttonous, but also like embracing our emotions, right? Our emotions towards ourselves and not being overindulging in things that we know aren't good for us, overeating, over smoking, over drinking, whatever it is for you. Yeah. So I think like this is saying that we're focusing too much on like being bored on being bored rather than focusing on the stability that we do have, that we really have everything that we need, and we need to be focusing on that and really being grateful for that, really not like focusing on what we've lost. See how she's not paying attention to this rainbow behind her because she's too focused on these cups that are spilled, right? And like she's being bored, like woe is me with life, when really like you're meant to sink into this creative, stable, secure, grounded energy, right, which is in your heart space. Sink into our creativity in our heart space. Less puff puff, more creative stuff, right? I was gonna say maybe it doesn't want to. Yes, and really like embracing your confidence, your passionate alignment is what I heard. Like really embracing like the seeds that you're planting, and you might be beginning something new, like a garden even, or just something new. Like you're learning to plant seeds of alignment, right, and like confidence. But you're not only learning to cultivate your own flame, you're learning to like light all these other people up. Like you're sharing the wealth, right? Yeah, and you're learning to balance a lot of things that may be burdensome, right? But see how she's, well, it's yellowish orange. See how she's wearing an orange um, shirt. So I really think you're being called to like step into your balancing your creativity. Like if you may be all work, no play, and we need more play, right? More painting, more creating, more singing, more dancing. I think play and like painting or creating um, is a part of work or self improvement, right? Because it helps us to tap into our soul, right? It helps us to tap into that inner light that we really want to hone in on, right? And like I think you're always standing in defense of this lack mindset, thinking like that something bad is always going to happen, that you're always going to be, the key is always out of reach, right? That you can't get to it, but really you're being asked to be to just freaking be, bro. But also to step into your like own light, and I heard own knowing as well. Your own light. See, if she was just to lift her head up there rather than focusing on what she doesn't have, like the Four of Cups, right? um she would recognize that the key to her, I heard safety. Key to her safety or freedom is like in sight, but she has to like stop focusing on what she doesn't have, right? And like always thinking that you have to be at war or on guard for lack, right? We have to let go of this lack mindset, and like train ourselves to be open to receive, right? This world, the energy, be open to receive the loving kindness. I don't know why that's what I heard. Maybe you should do a loving kindness meditation. David G does a great one. It's really amazing. It's his voice is really soothing. So it's David G, but it's spelled Jii. So I'm pretty sure that's right. But yeah, he does a great loving kindness meditation, and it really it's I think it's called Metta, Metta, I think. But it's a great one, and it really does help you to feel connected to everybody, connected to the world, right? Which is maybe also what this card is calling you to, is to like let go of this separation that we feel we have with everybody else, and kind of just like give everyone love, right? Because we all need love. The King of Pentacles wanted to fall out, so I really, in the red, I can't help but notice the red. I think you're being called to step into safety. Wow. Step into safety. Like create a safe place within you rather than like I was saying, our communication with ourselves has to change. Like we're not going to be berating ourselves or telling ourselves we're not good enough or we're not doing enough, or no matter how much healing we're doing, it's never enough, right? We're going to sink into the safety of knowing like, hey, if you gave 10% today, that's 100, right? That's all you could give today. That's enough. So be like grateful that you were able to give 10% and be like patting yourself on the back, right? And then like this card, I just heard stoicism, so you might be very stoic. Always screams like allowing yourself to transform, which we got Scorpio, so that's transformation vibes anyways, right? But also cutting off the things that don't serve you. I think Odin, crows always scream Odin to me. And the wisdom owl, always the wisdom owl. The owl always screams wisdom, but I feel like that's your heart's wisdom. It's really sinking into your heart and allowing yourself time to do so. Like if we're always going and on the run, then we're not allowing ourselves time to actually like sink into this inner knowing, right? Yeah, and we have to give up these negative self-talk is what I keep hearing. So I think it's a big theme of like letting go of the inner meanie inside of you, right? Because you might be addicted to like self-sabotage is what I heard, or like other things, right? It could be drugs, alcohol, whatever. But like we're just addicted to like us not controlling ourselves, allowing something else to control us, right? That could be food too. It could be literally anything. Put it where it goes for you. But I keep getting like, I feel like you've been waiting for passionate energy or for your ships to come in for a really long time. And I think we're really being called to just be like, hey, I'm the one that brings the passion in. I'm the one that decides like, hey, today's going to be a good day and I'm going to be passionate about the day. I'm going to be peacefully passionate. I don't know why I heard that, but like waiting for the tide, waiting for the water to be like calm before we enjoy the ride, right? But the water's never going to be completely calm in order to enjoy the ride. I think we're being called to enjoy the ride now, really romanticize your life, really romanticize everything, and just be grateful for it, right? My cat's in the window. Yeah, and like to sit with our inner children, right? And then, yeah, that negative self-talk, I think, is something that comes from childhood, you know, from taking on a lot that wasn't yours to carry, right? I think in order to keep the peace in a home, you may have taken on a lot that wasn't yours to carry, or you may have felt emotions from a young age, from a very young age, and you kind of kept them as your own, not recognizing that they didn't belong to you. And now it's time to release those emotions, simply by maybe acknowledging these aren't mine. I release them with love, you know. Yeah. I feel like you're being called to really like put your ideas down on paper, right? But also like to never stop learning. Like don't give up this pursuit of learning and this pursuit of mastering your mind and your emotions, right? And then also like learning to let go of these things that we've lost, that continuing to focus on them is only bringing more loss, right? Where attention goes, energy flows. So if you continue to focus on like, hey, I've lost this or that and I don't know how to regain stability, then you're letting your emotions master you, right? And then we're losing sight of these ideas that are actually really going to be helpful in grounding you in stability, right? Oh, I was going to try and keep this 10 minutes. All right. So much for that. I feel like you left, see how she's like walking away. You left a very painful situation that made you feel bound, made you bind yourself, or you were keeping yourself bound to it because you felt like you had no other options, right? Like you didn't have any other options, but really, and it was making you put your dreams and your stuff on the back burner, right? And so you left something. So you went from that's funny, the Eight of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles, right? You left something behind that wasn't cultivating your happiness. That wasn't, I don't know why I cultivate. It's just like a word. I'm going to do a video on it. But I think you're supposed to be cultivating your craft. That's what we're supposed to be focusing on. We're not supposed to be focusing on this hurt, this pain, right? We're supposed to be letting go of this woe is me, this bored with everything, right? We're supposed to be sinking into gratitude and really cultivating our craft. See how there's all the colors of the chakra there. So maybe like focusing on our alignment as well. Yeah. And letting spirit lead you into this new journey that could be like speaking of some sort. You know, what I was also thinking earlier is like, we're all meant to be singing, dancing, living our lives, right? Really like enjoying our lives, right? But she's letting spirit lead her in confidence into this new journey that I always get like a pool of truth talk, right? Is what I think. And like, I think we're meant to sing our song, right? We have a song in our hearts that we're meant to sing, right? And she's got red right around here. So that makes me feel like she's stable in her heart place, right? Or secure in her heart space. I just got these from my mom. They're pretty cool. Oh, she let me borrow them. I guess she didn't give them to me. So we got, yeah. I think you let this trickster energy behind. You're like, hey man, that's not for me. I don't want to feel 10 knives in the back all the time. So you were like, this trickster energy isn't for me. The fox spirit has been coming up a lot lately too, which I think is like also playful energy, but trickster spirit, right? And then we have prayer feather. Like, are you recognizing that you have the power of prayer in your hands, right? The whole world in your hands with the power of prayer, right? You can always be like, hey, this situation feels super heavy and I need, or would you help me with this, right? Give it to God. That always helps, right? And your ancestors, I think you're being called to like, I heard make them a throne, but I meant an altar. Make them a throne. Maybe they want a throne as an altar, bro. Or like really just like to connect with your ancestors daily, make space to connect with them daily. And the great mystery that is you, right? Yeah, and the sacred mountain you're being called to climb is yourself, right? There's a book I didn't really finish it, but it was called The Mountain Is You. It was great though. I really do want to finish it eventually. It just all over the place. And then really connect with the earth, right? Any way, shape, or how. Go hug a freaking tree. Whatever you're gonna do, climb a tree. I mean, don't get yourself hurt, but so yeah. And then the spirit keeper of the north. To me, it screams north node. Like really, we're all being called to our north node, which is our true north, right? Which is like our purpose, right? Which I do think involves speaking. It's either speaking or singing, but it's using your voice to help others. Thunder drum. I'm really learning to pat your own drum. That's been coming up a lot lately too, is like really pat your own drum, sing your own song, right? Yeah, and you might want to do a smudging ceremony, like cleanse your house, cleanse your area. Yeah, and Spirit of Fire, like sink into your passionate energy. And this to me screams like really chase your sun. What lights you up, what you enjoy. Okay. See what we got. Oh yeah, because these fell out, I was gonna use them. The Spirit of the Fae. The Green Maid. The green fae speak to you. Let them guide you to safety. See what I was saying about safety? I've been saying safety, security, the red. Really. So sit with your ancestors, sit with your guides, sit with your fae, bro, and let them guide you. The Mandragora Mother. I did not say that right, guys. Sorry. Find the secrets hidden in the brambles. The brambles, that is you, bro. Like, get down to your deep blue sea, jump in that bitch, and then get right with yourself. All right. We'll pull out some wine. And then that's where we're going to leave it. I was trying not to make it super long, but that's a lot, bro. Okay, I guess that all wants to be there. Keep going and growing. You are glowing. Lust test. Spicy. Sit with the reactivity instead of reacting to it. Feelings come and feelings go. Okay, so the lust test, I gotta just be careful when it comes to this, because lust and love are two different things, and on the back it says y'all don't have the same values. Not your tribe, yo. So just be careful not to get yourself in a position you don't want to be in. Fear is getting the best of you. Lean into love. Surrender. Life's a river. Flow with the bro. Forgive and grieve past versions of yourself. It's okay to feel. The key is feeling it. They are avoiding healing. It's a part of the process. Remember when you were avoiding healing? Send them love, because you know how it feels, right? Master your craft. You're a witchy bitch or bruh. 22, a symbol of strength, balance, harmony, associated with spiritual growth, intuition, and leadership. And I really feel like we're being called to gently lead not only ourselves, but others, right? And you do that by like leading by example, not by like telling people what to do all the time. You're a cycle breaker. Keep doing what's best for you. Dragonfly. And there was a dragonfly on that card, and I feel like that always is like the other side speaking to me, right? 1818 on the timer. Don't match energy, raise the energy, rise in love. Be happy, be happy. Being is beautiful. I also said that. Be, bruh. Create peace within. Your self-love is your superpower. So, self-love. Superhero. Reactive abuse. I think you already got yourself away from this. And they might be trying to like start an argument soon to lower your vibe, bro. Don't kill my buzz. All right, guys, I'm setting the intention of this. Reach this, whoever it needs to reach. Sorry, my hair's all okay. And I'm super grateful for each and every one of you. Have a great day.